Good morning. Want to get this video out of the way. What we are going to do is try and see all the opposites: enter, exit. There are other words other than close. There are other words other than open. Am I opening the door? Am I opening the faucet? The letter count for open, the 15th letter is O. The reverse alphabet to the 15th letter of O is the 12th letter. To the P, the 16th letter, the reverse is the 11th letter. The reverse to E is the 22nd letter for life, E world and life. The letter for N is 14. Okay, the N is 14. The reverse is 13, M for love. So we have 35, 36, 46. We have a total of 48. But inside this 48, let me reiterate, let me explain. And I'm trying to find a difference in here so I can keep balancing the bipolars to understand what's going on. What words are being used? Just like when Jesus was hammered, okay? They had to hammer the what? They hammered the head. They didn't hammer his head, but they hammered the head of the nail. They hammered the head of the nail so that the point that at the other end will go into the wood. You don't hammer into steel because the steel nail doesn't go into... There's also steel spokes. There's also wooden spokes. So when we have the number 48, this is for the word son. It is also a count of 8 and 4, which is 2 to 1. The 8 cannot be found on a cube. It can be found on a card. And I like to work things off the cube for now because it seems like all our lives we've been working with the calculator, the cube. We have a second level to the cube, and it goes down over here. This is more rectangular. It's 4 by 3, plus all these empty spaces. We're not going to talk about those empty spaces. Let's say they were filled in. Let's not talk about them right now. Now, in the word open, the 4 is a black letter, black number. Red, red, black, red, red, red. So we have 6 red, 7 red. And 5 is 12 red. We have 13 red. We have 13 red. And we have 4 black and 6 black. We have 10 black. So now we have switched, okay, the alphabet from, I'm just going to go on red and black, 10 and 13. Now these are very special numbers. MJ, Mary Jane, Mary Magdalene. Anyways, MJ, the J and the G have something very familiar in the French language. The French say G for J. In Spanish, when you say Julio, you're saying H for J. So 8, 10, 10, 7, 5 times 2, 10, 5 plus 2 equals to your 7. How do we equal to your 8? There's a mathematical equation to transfer these two. 28, 10 and 8, that's 18. The 18th letter. The reverse 18th letter is the B. When you write the 18th letter and you write the 13th letter, if you mix that up and you're not close enough together, we end up with the B and the R. Now, I say it this way. You say, oh, how come you're doing this? Well, don't deny me. Here we have a single double D, and here we have a single D, and inside we have the V, because in the Jewish religion, or in the Jewish alphabet, or in the Jewish linguistics, I have read in books that they talk like this. If this was closer, if that was closer, if this and that, if my father was my mother, you know. So all these terminologies that are already being used. Now, the reverse alphabet in here, total 48 and 50. We have to have a mistake. 35, 45, 46, 50. So it's 58. I made a mistake. I knew I made a mistake. I had to make a mistake because the total reverse alphabet, every single letter has a value of 27. Why? Because the A is 1, the Z is 26. So when you reverse them, the Z becomes 1, 1 and 26, and A 1 and 26. So that's 27, 27. That's your alphabet. Win a big red sun. When you do the multiplication in here, it will say number 53 or 27, electric company, red sun. The 0, I always look at the 0 equaling to 6 because the cube tells me there is 6 and there is 1, and the only way to create the difference is to turn the dice this way, to use these two here, and these two are not used. Turn it this way, these two are used, these two are not used. So I like to use 0 as 8 because surrounding 1 is the complete 0. Remember, there's the entry and there's the exit. Oh my God, I said enter and I said exit, but now I'm saying entry. You can enter the entrance. So now the enter will now become entrance. And now you are in trance. In trance. And the torus, or an auger that turns, you're upside down, you're right side up, you're upside down, you're right side up. When an auger turns, I know I might be missing, usually the auger, it's pulling something, and it's pulling what's on a lower level. The upper level is the airspace. When something goes in, something comes out. You might not see it. So we have the word open. We have the red and the black. Now, where I get this from red and black is from the roulette table. I like to use those rules in red and black and roulette, because in roulette, they tell me 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 12, 14, 16. You notice the way it changes? 1, 3, 9, 12, 1, 3, 9. It should be 11, but it's not. 11 is black. They go 10 and 11 is now black. They put 21 together in black. But it's next to numbers. 10 is 1 plus 0. 11 is 1 plus 1 is 2. Right? We finally have a 1 that is black. So in this instance over here, we have 35 red. The 16 is a red. The 5 is a red. The 14th letter is a red. 35 red. The reverse alphabet for this would be black, 35 black, 45 black, 46 black. The reverse would be 46 black. This is the reverse. So many things to write down. I'm not really, anyways, this is the way I work. One day, hopefully, we can get it up on a big blackboard, nice and easy, so it can be explained and seen properly. 46 black, and we have 12 red. So we have 10 and 12 in this situation, or 1 and 3. And this is altered current, and it's also, I like to use this for the 13th letter, the letter M, or I am. 3 by 3 is 9, which is the letter I, and then the letter M is the 13th letter for I am, also meaning to love. So this is what we get out of here. 15 is now black and Mars. That's the way I like to use this. And the gateway. How come? Because I don't care if it's 15 and I don't care if it's 51. How do I get the 15? 7 and 8 can get to 15. Since 7 and 8 can get me to 15, how do I get to 7 and 8? 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to my 7 and 8. 7 minus 8 is 1. I have 15, 0, 1, or 15 and 10. 10, 15. 10, 15, I don't remember where to use it right now. 10 and 5, which is, I'm not going to explain that. I don't want to use 10 and 5. In French, they say it as one word, 15. But in English, they have the word, the end result of the word of teen. When you put the word teen, you end up creating the word phi, right? Because, let me think about this a little bit. Why do we create the word phi? What was I talking about? Sometimes I'm a little off. Anyways, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is your 8 and 7. It also creates the G and the silent H and the combination of GH coming together. It creates the 15, 7 and 8 will recreate itself by going 7 times 8. 7 plus 8 equals 56 and 15 equals 71. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals to your, again, 15, 0, 1. So that would be the opposite. This would be the work on the word open. Then we would go to the word close. Close, number 54, the numeric value for sun is 54. On the calculator, 1 is above 4, 1, 4, 7. The difference is 3, the difference is 3, the difference is 3, the difference is 3. But the difference to the corners from here to here, that's 6. The difference from here to here, that's 6, and that's 6. But when we measure the 4 corners, this corner to this corner is 8, this corner to this corner is 2, this corner to this corner is 6. So we've got 2, 6, and 8. So that's another mathematical equation that I'm not getting into right now. Okay, I have to think about it, what comes out of it. At the same time, the reverse alphabet, okay, of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, that would give me 135. That would give me 135. This would give me 81. And that's the numeric value for Venus and Ra, R-A-H, to create that 18, which is the 8 around 1 on the cube. I wrote down duck and chicken and bunny rabbit, all because of their pregnancies. A pregnancy is a birth. I like to use the 9 birth for entry, for nuality. I was also going to do the word close again, where the short count is 27, 5 and 9 is 14, and 1 is 15, and 5 is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 27. But the red numbers is 5 and 9, 14, 15, 20, 21. This is not red. 22, 23, 24, 25, 25 red letters, and 2 for B, black. I'm breaking it all down to see where we stand in numbers. This will tell me when a big red sun, this number. This one tells me the beta Earth. There's other numeric values like 1 and 5, / 2 and 3. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 is 6 and 5. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 6 and 5s. I want to go over and get into a video, see if I can set it up properly, where all the numbers will talk about each other. Let's see if I can do this a little bit. And by the way, when lightning strikes the top of the church, the chicken is number 53. We talked about the reverse alphabet. We didn't do it here because the roulette wheel mirrors all the numbers once it passes number 18. So there's a whole new calculation where I have to reverse number 36. Instead of it being, there is no number there, I'm going to put the A there and go all the way down until I reach, I guess, number 9. Let me see this. 36. 27 is the letter. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the complete alphabet, but I will reverse. We go A at 36, and we have Z is now number 11. The first 10 numbers, 1 through 10, is not counted in the alphabet. This is my reverse alphabet. So instead of K, we have Z. Instead of N, we have W. Instead of O, we have V. Instead of there's no 29th letter, but that would be 2 and 9 is 11, so that would be K. Now we have H. Now if you notice I don't know if it's Iraq, Iran, but that area, they start putting the K and the H together in words. The N, which was usually the 14th letter, here it's the number 23rd letter, but it's the reverse alphabet. You follow what I'm saying? At the same time, I can put Z over here, and I can put A over here, so we can now reverse this. We have to reverse this because the roulette wheel is telling me that story. The roulette wheel tells me that story. At the same time, the roulette wheel also tells me that there's a 0 and a double 0, and how can I use that? Because at the same time in numbers, there is a 10 which carries a 0, a 20 which carries a 0, and a 30 which carries a 0. Therefore, we have 10, 20, and 30. We have a double 0 inside the 30 for 10 and 20 coming together, and then we have the single 10 and the single 20. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. I hope you understood how I'm going to find the bipolarism, okay, and the in-between of words. And if words aren't opposite, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to show you the complete opposites to show you where you have to start. Bipolarism, knowing the two ends of the stick. Thank you for watching this video.